Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Side Order. I am your host for this evening, or today rather, Odinson, and today we are getting back into Timberborn and the thriving beaver town of West Beaverton Fieldville, and in my attempt to cover this whole map. But before we do get too far into that, I just want to remind you all to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, because hey, here at the Side Order, you will always have a seat at the table, so pull up a chair and join us. Alright, well, what I think we are going to attempt to do today is get our steel production in order. So for that, the first thing we need to do, get a smelter. Now, mostly that's going to entail a lot of waiting. Also would like to know, okay, we have one empty bed, 5 young, 1 unemployed. You know, we might maybe want actually a couple more beavers. We've just recovered from a flood, or a drought rather, so we're still looking a little bit damaged from that. But what I really need to get pumping is these science. They're working good. Feel as though trying to get transporters might not be such a terrible idea. Just not sure if I can quite sustain that. I think I want to go for a couple of days here and see just how my food supplies start to stack up. Because that's where my concern lies, is that I am not going to have enough food after a certain month. However, my food stocks do seem to be increasing at a pretty good rate. So I think we are actually going to be just fine there as far as it goes to food. So again, I think the biggest thing is waiting for the science to get all of the smelting going. However, I'm unsure where or how I want to do that, because this might require me to wind power it, and I'm really not gung-ho about the idea of wind powering anything, because of how consistently that'll just continuously stop. However, don't know precisely how else I'm supposed to do it. If this was gone, I'd happily put some water wheels in here. However, it's going to be a bit before this is gone. So I think putting my smelting in here somewhere probably going to be my best course of action. So good, okay, we're good on that. That is fine. See, now we have 2 beavers with nothing to do. But I'm gonna need them to be my metal smokers when I get them. Ah! I hate to do this. Really don't want to, but got an injured beaver. Can't have that. So. There you go. Boom. Kinda hate to do that, but at the same time, if I've got an injured beaver, or more than one, don't see as though I've got any choice but to do that. And I like it. And again, I kind of hate to do this, but science is, again, kind of something that's holding me up. I'm wondering if maybe it might not just be worth it just to build another inventor. Don't quite have the extra beaver. Maybe let's put in another house. I think we can afford to do that. Yeah, my food supplies are going up enough, but I think I can afford to take a few more beavers on. So, where's that? There, go, and stairs. There you go. Have to do that, I think. That's going to be good. Yeah, we're getting enough developments here that we're actually going to start running out of places to put wood. That's kind of okay. However, because then they'll start turning it into planks and then into gears. Any gears yet? Still have no gears. Ah, see, we've had a few beavers die of old age. See, now this is why I wanted another house. We also have yet another injury. Got a spare space right there. Can't have injured beavers running around. Gotta have enough sick beds for that, so. There. Yeah, I need my beavers to get busy making more beavers. That'd be super if you could do that, guys. How come everyone's getting injured? What is going on that's getting everyone injured? Yeah, another injured beaver. How do I have some... Okay. This makes him so happy. I mean, I hate to... Again. But... that will make the beavers very happy, so I'll do that. Never gonna get to steal. I keep getting distracted doing other stuff instead. Probably shouldn't do that. But I know myself, I will keep doing it. Hey, look, there's water, and as soon as people wake up, you'll have a... Boy, you know, the beaver with the worst job has got to be the one who has to run the wheel for the plank place. Hands down, far and away, that has to be the worst job in beaverdom, right there. Well, at least I haven't run out of stuff to do with the trees, and my food is still growing, so good, excellent there. Got lots of room for my beavers to multiply, so hopefully we can get a whole lot more beavers. There, and we got that wet fur thing going on, so the beavers will stay nice and dampened, which they really like. Okay, look, injured beaver, go convalesce. There's a bed for you. Go lay down. Okay, got a couple of beavers growing up, so we're getting workers going again. That's excellent. Beavers are enjoying a little row of beaver showers down here. Gonna have to put a Lido in soon. That's okay. Right now, I got this going. That'll make my beavers happy. In fact, my well-being has gone up by 1. So, perfection. Everything's running just fine over here. Everything is running just fine over there. And most of my beavers have recovered except this beaver, who is recovering very slowly, very, very slowly, but he will get better. He'll get back to work. Busy beavers. And I really need to get that iron smelting going, or we are going to run out of space to put metal. Here's we rapidly are. Not too worried about that, though. We will be turning that metal into something, and in fairly short order, I think. Man, why do so many beavers keep getting injured? Do I need to make a health and safety department? I mean, I know I can't do that, but if I could, do I need to make a health and safety department? Also, you guys have the strongest teeth in all of beaverdom. I mean, you're taking down scrap metal. Heroic. This guy's teeth should get an award. You know, honestly, I might plant more potatoes right here. Need lots of crop space, and if I can use a large amount of this first one for that, and not that I'm not worried about it. Oh, it kills it. I'm more worried about gaining an excess food supply now, so that when I have to expand, I don't have to so much worry about people starving. Farm beavers are all over that. I have 2 farmhouses on this. Farming gets done in a big room. Okay, I've been thinking about it. Yeah, I can do it. I think I'm gonna have to do it. It's taking too long otherwise. Time for another beaver. And we'll put 2 throwing stone. Yeah, we'll just put a tooth grindstone. Put a little shrine there when we can. Surprised we haven't come up against any sort of drought or anything. I'm a little bit amazed by that. I was expecting to hit another drought. I think we hit 2 in the last video, so... Or maybe it's building up to give us our first bad tide. We haven't had one of those yet. I'd be interested to see how that affects things. Because, I mean, it'll come up from the beginning. I mean, I do have a purposeful bad water pool here. Yeah, I almost wouldn't mind a bad tide just to see what happens. Well, we'll see what we get, I suppose. As it is, I think I'm going to have to wait another 2 days-ish to get my steel. And we got a drought approaching. However, honestly, I see us being largely fine through the drought. For the most part, it more or less has been this entire time anyway, so... I don't think this particular drought will be any different. I mean, we're definitely up a whole bunch of food. Yeah, these guys can't do anything. So I really need to get that smelter. So we're going to fast forward onto it in a minute. And I'll talk to you when we either hit that drought or I have enough for a smelter. And go. Okay, well, we're back. The drought has started. I am still 50 points short of my steel mill, but we are going to keep an eye on things throughout this drought. Like I always say, I don't think it'll be too bad. 6 days could be a little difficult. But here's my plan. Keep on going like nothing's the matter and hope it all works out. I should be in a fair enough position that I shouldn't have too much to do. I mean, pretty quick, though, my fields are all going to dry up, or at least a good portion. Some of them will stay water. Yeah, and a lot of that industry is going to grind to a halt because the water's now fallen below the level of my water wheels, so nothing is turning. Fortunately, however, my guys are still producing a ton of science. We'll be able to get that metal. That'll be great. Yeah, see, now there it goes. Everything in the middle is starting to dry up. So that's what I knew would happen. That's what I knew would happen, and we're going to have to stay like that for 5 days. That's a little bit concerning. However, we are going to be able to get that metal working going very quickly. And we have spare beavers to do the job. Perfect. Perfect. This should work out well. See, and I've still got water to pump, so I don't even have to worry about my beavers, like, running out of water. Yeah, my big concern is that the water doesn't flow very fast in a lot of spots. So if we get a bad tide, I'm worried about how long it's going to take to clear out. We could end up with, like, places of basically stagnant water that we can't do anything about. Hoping things are flowing enough that that won't happen. I guess we'll have to figure it out when we get a bad tide now, won't we? Hey, okay, we can get my metal working underway. Okay. We want this. Will it fit the other way? It's 200 horsepower, so I need to go to power. On there we go, and then gotta see what I'm doing. There, shaft there. There we go. That will get me that going quite nicely. I should be able to stick storage right there. I don't think I care about the and that is going to be metal blocks. Here we go. Okay, now that's it. First stage of my metal production is now underway. We just have to wait for them to build that and the storage. And we should be rocking. I think I might put a road in around it. I don't know, of course, one of the big problems I guarantee that I'm going to have here is that I'm going to be running out of wind. I really don't like powering things with wind. In this game, the wind is very unreliable. Yeah, I like that you're using some of the scrap metal, fellas. Keep that up. Yeah, the drought is a little concerning, but considering that my food has actually gone up by 36, 32 during the drought, I'm feeling okay. As always, I think my biggest concern about the drought is like how long it's going to take to replant and reset everything afterwards. That could be the sticky. Like I've been saying, though, I think it's going to come down to how low my food supply is. Although honestly, even after everybody's eaten, it's still down 8 food. Sorry. Okay, let's wait till everybody finishes. Looks like it. Okay, we're down 12 food from when the drought started, roughly. I don't know, I only noticed once it started that we had 500 food. So I've just been counting it from there. And counting it from there, we're only down 12 food, which is a huge improvement. So I think that we'll weather the last 3 days of the drought just fine. Mostly I just want that metal in here. I really need to get my metal running here. However, with the amount of time that it's taken to do this, I may be able to get the next stage planned out and set. And that, of course... Oh, well, I don't need to build a mine, so I actually don't need to worry about that. That's fine. We'll go on with my wood section and do a printing press next. Do a tapper's shack. We'll do that down over here. Maybe over here. We'll designate this area for the trees. And we'll do the shack over here. Because that might not be a bad idea once this metal worker is finally finished and we get the actual science points we need. However, by putting in the third inventor, we are getting science points at a pretty good rate. So I think we're going to be pretty good there. However, they're doing quite fine. 2 days left of the drought. I think we're going to make it through this drought just perfectly, just wonderfully, and come out the other side smelling of roses. So you got to appreciate that. This could have gone a lot worse, but I think I've prepared well for any sort of instance that might happen. Found a good lesson to keep my farms to the outside edge here. Like, I'm almost tempted to put a road right, in fact. I'm actually going to put a road right here. That delineates floodline. Anything on this side will stay green, anything on this side will go dry. If I do that, that'll allow me to know where to build. Be a handy little marker, like a ruler marker. Let me know, put farms and stuff that needs water all the time here, stuff that doesn't here. These guys are really taking their sweet time putting up these this stuff over here. Kinda wish they'd do it faster. On the other hand, I've achieved a flickering 8-9 on beaver happiness, so that's gotta be an improvement. My beavers are definitely at least happy. Or something approaching happy anyway. Hopefully, the replanting doesn't cause my food to go down too much. I mean, yes, I am down about 100 food from where I started at the beginning of the drought. That's gonna continue. I think I'm gonna end up around 300 maybe by the time the drought ends. Maybe not quite that. Yeah, there we go. Now the smelter's finally running. Not with any kind of great power, because I've only got the one windmill in it. Even if it's operating at full power, yeah, it's not doing it by itself. However, even at low power, it's absolutely better than nothing at all, and it does get us on to the iron, to the smelting work, which, as I said at the beginning, was the whole point of this all along, to get to that point, and I have succeeded in doing that. Now, originally I am, of course, saving to get 400 so I can get the paper mill next. However, I really want to get the contemplation spot for the beavers. They very much appreciate having it. So I'm going to put up a few of them. And then the beavers can have a nice quiet contemplation place all around. There we go. That'll actually raise my happiness a little bit doing that. How much is the Lido? More expensive than I want to pay right now. So now we'll save up, get that paper. Well, at least that'll probably be what we're doing next time. Have achieved what we were looking for this time, though. Just waiting on some planks, fellas. Well, there's absolutely no way we don't have the logs, so... Yeah, okay, no, we are going to end up at about 300 for food. However, I think with everything we got going on here, I don't think that's really a problem. So now, see, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I might put a transporter here, right? And set it to a lower priority so that beavers will leave here to go to other jobs. But if they spare beavers, they'll work here. That's what we want it to do. And set how I have it, that's exactly how it should work. Oh, look at that. I was right about dead on for what we were going to end up with food. At about 300, we'll have about 300. Drought will end tomorrow, and we have completion on metalwork. So all in all, not bad. I achieved the exact thing I set out to do today. Got to appreciate that. Got a few extra pieces of well-being bits for my beavers, which brought their well-being up. So fantastic. Fantastic. I think that, yeah. We need the water to come back up. That should start rising right back up any second now. And then we should be able to finally get some water on some of these crops. Yeah, you can see the water level coming up a little bit. Yeah, water level is definitely rising. Just gotta wait for it to come up enough that there we go. There we go. Now it's going back. There, now the beavers will quickly and as fast as they can replant everything. And we should be able to start bringing food supplies back in an upward direction in a big hurry. Especially since we still have all those berries that haven't been picked. It's like a big emergency food supply over there. And now, just like that, all my farmers' fields are back. And we're back up to having a little more food supply. Now, of course, we're still down a little bit in the food supply, but that will change now that all the fields are back up and functional. Also, we put these extra potato fields in, which have still yet to have an actual effect, because I don't believe we've actually made a harvest on them. I could be wrong about that. Probably am. Yeah, also we've got this nice delineating line, everything growing here and not there. So we can consider another farm. And look at perhaps getting a mill or something. Right? Get flour and a bakery. I think that's what we're going to look at. I think that's what we're going to look at for down here. Planting a wheat field, getting a bakery, and a mill. First, we're going to finish off all of our wood production, get all of that flowing. So we don't have to worry about any of that sort of thing. Get another house in, we'll start another housing complex over by the metal works when we need more houses, and also down by here. We're pretty much going to have to go that way because this square is pretty much finished. I got these edge areas which I'll put decorations and whatnot in. Otherwise, looking at pretty much complete. Pretty much complete. Looking at pretty much complete there, and now that's pumping. Perfection. That's going to get us some metal going on. We got food production is going back upward. Excellent. So everything has gone well from the drought. I achieved what I was trying to today. Got my metalworks in and functioning. Got a number of well-being objects put in and also functioning for my beavers. And I've managed to take my happiness up yet a few more points. So perfect. That seems like a great day of work and business. So thank you very, very much for joining me here on this next episode of Timberborn, where I'm taking my small town here of West Beaverton Fieldville and turning it into a thriving metropolis that will cover this whole map eventually. So make sure you stay tuned to see my ongoing series as this gets more and more dense and more complex. Well, thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to check out our Discord. Link to that is in the description below, as is a link to our merch shop if you have any interest. I have been Odinson. This has been The Side Order. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all next time.